let's begin the first chapter in history of grade 10, that is Rise of Nationalism in Europe. In this chapter, we are going to understand how the feeling of nationalism arises in entire Europe.
In theme of the module, we are going to cover few keywords, introduction, through the utopian vision of the French artist, then French Revolution and its idea of nation, at the end, Napoleonic Code. Let us see the meaning of few keywords which are from this chapter. Utopia, an imagined place where everything seems to be perfect. Nation state, it develops the sense of common identity. That is, a state where majority of ruling is of its citizen, not only of its ruler. Sovereign, supreme power, that means that where external power do not intervene in the administration of any country. Nationalism, feeling of love and respect for country. Serfdom, a practice where workers have to stay in lord's area and have to serve for him or her. Manorial dues, charges or fee taken by landlord when any serf or peasant lives in their area. Feudal system, social and political system in which landholder provide land to the tenant in exchange for their loyalty and services.
So these are the following topics which we are going to cover in the first module. First topic would be the French Revolution and the idea of nation. Second, the making of nationalism in the Europe. Thereafter, we will cover the role of aristocracy and the new middle class. So let's begin with the first topic. So the first topic begins with the painting which is there in the NCERT book, that is the painting made by Frédéric Soriot. He was a famous artist of France. Let us have a brief look upon this painting and know what does each and every symbol personify for.
The story or the movie of Chapter 1 in History of Grade 10, that is the rise of nationalism in Europe during 19th century, begins with a beautiful painting. Children, have you seen the Statue of Liberty? It is one of the most enduring symbols of the United States of America. The reemerging of this Statue of Liberty comes from the circumstances when the basic rights of the common people were denied. This makes the Statue of Liberty a perfect symbol of freedom. The concept of liberty, equality, and fraternity were the touchstone of the French Revolution. This is a famous piece denotes the universal democratic and social republic by French artist named Frédéric Soriot. He has visualized an utopian world made of democratic and social republic. Now, the utopian vision is a perfect vision of society that is so ideal that it unlikely to actually exist. If you look carefully, Soriot chose people from different countries and all walks of life marching towards the Statue of Liberty. Each of them wearing national costume and carrying revolutionary flag. The countries leading the procession, United States and Switzerland. They are followed by French people carrying revolutionary tricolor. France has just reached to the Statue of Liberty. By this time, revolution has taken place in the France. France is followed by German people with their flag and other countries of the Europe such as Sicily, Lombardy, Poland, England, Ireland and Russia are behind Germany. The symbol in foreground. Foreground means in front and background means backside of the image. The symbol of foreground signifies out the absolutism and monarchy. Absolutism can be defined as a government or a system of rule with lots of uncontrolled power. It is also referred an oppressive monarchical government. Another remarkable part of this paint are angels, priests and Christ, who are looking at these groups of people and represents that they are showing their blessings on them. Sorillo had used Christ and angels to emphasize fraternity among the nations of the world. During 19th century, Europe was going on the phase of transition. One set terms of peasantry land, aristocracy, and the feudal system. On the other hand, rapid industrialization had given birth to the middle class, that consisting of industrialists, businessmen, and professionals. In the wake of changes, the educated liberal middle class wanted to overthrow the absolutist ruling. This one said, bringing people together will share past history and culture will give the idea of nation state. Let's see the impact of French Revolution and Napoleonic Code. The French Revolution in 1789. The first clear expression of nationalism came with the French Revolution in 1789. France was full-fledged territorial state in 1789 under the rule of absolute monarch. The political and constitutional changes that came in the wake of French Revolution lead to the transfer of sovereignty from monarchy to the body of France. French Revolution introduced various measures and practices that could create a sense of collective identity amongst the French people, like the idea of La Patrie means fatherland and La Citoyenne means citizen. A new French flag, the tricolor, was chosen to replace the former royal standard. The States General was elected by the body of active citizens and remained the National Assembly. New hymns were composed, oaths taken. Now let's see what was Napoleonic Code of Conduct 1804 or Civil Code of Conduct 1804. The Civil Code of Conduct 1804, usually known as Napoleonic Code, did away with all the privileges based on birth and established equality before law and secured the right to property. This code was exported to the region under French control. A centralized administrative system formulated uniform laws for all the citizens within the territory. Internal custom duties and dues were abolished. A uniform system of weight and measure was adopted. French, as it's spoken and written in Paris, became the common language of the nation and discouraging religious dialects. Let's recall French Revolution once again in this chapter so that we can easily understand the rise of nationalism in Europe. In 1789, as a mark of protest, many educated people and the best people of the France stormed fortress prison, that is Bastille. The major outcome of the revolution was the formation of constitutional monarchy, and the size would reduce of the royal and feudal privileges. The revelatory of the France, like La Patrie means the fatherland and La Citoyenne means the citizen, enjoyed the equal rights under the constitution. Some major steps were taken out by the revelatories to develop the feeling of nationalism and collect the France identity for that. A new national flag of France was adopted. The design of the flag represented the pride and the honor of free nation. To evoke nationalism, several hymns and poetries were composed. An oath taken by the active citizen who paid taxes and elected the State General and renamed it as National Assembly. A centralized military system was created. This system used to form common law for all the citizens. All general custom duties and dues were abolished. The uniform system of weight and measure was adopted.
That's all in this module, dear children. Remaining topic we are going to cover in the upcoming module of the chapter. Till then, stay happy, stay safe.
Now it's time to do few questionnaire. First question is, what does Saint, Angel and Christ symbolize in the utopian vision of Frederick Sorillo? It shows equality among the people, fraternity among the nation, freedom of the nation or democracy in the nation. Next question is, The Civil Code of 1804 in France is usually known as the French Revolution Code, Napoleonic Code, European Imperial Code, or the French Civilian Code. Last question is, the Napoleonic Code was exported to which of the following regions? England, Spain, regions under French control, or Poland? Answer all these questions in comment. Thank you for watching.